Hello, welcome to another Small Sense video. Today we have a slightly different one, but kind of actually the same. This is the bottom of Birdhouse. I worked on 2 double rollers with rock sides last week, and this week we have this area. So I was trying to think up some ideas for it to make it more fun. I basically got a day to fix up this and make it a cool new feature without having to basically spend a couple of weeks on it. So I have to be quite conservative with what I do, but I also want to build something really sick. So this will be a small step up. So you can see how there's a raised bit here. I'm going to bring that all the way across. I'm going to bring the takeoff more into the middle so it's less of a carve in, so you kind of are riding more on the inside of it, hopefully. Might have to put like a little berm or something at the very top just to point you in a little bit nicer. So hopefully when you're riding a little bit straighter in here, the trees will be less of an issue, and you can land past obviously that. You land up here, you can see there's like a natural kind of flat section here. I'm basically going to just take advantage of that, dig one shallow basin in the middle, get an idea for where things need to be. Fix the run in first, test the speed, and then after that I'll know exactly where to put the landing, exactly how big to put the bomb hole, exactly what kind of speed, or if I even can build a jump out to the bomb hole. It might be that you ride into the bomb hole and then you have some kind of roller out, and it just makes it easier to set up for that step down. So we'll see what happens.
Holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold that in the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? Nothing to say when everything gets in the way. Seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who will stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. As it was. As it was. You know it's not the same as it was. It's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us.
So we are on our last bit of percentage, but we have finished. So yeah, longer than a bike length. You can see where it dips up afterwards. We intended to carry that all the way on to basically almost where the wheelbarrow is, and then have a jump out, but it hasn't been possible today with the time we have. However, that is a project we would like to come back to. So if anyone's wondering why there's a weird little lump afterwards, that's the reason. That's the gap. We test rode it, it was a bit too small, so we made it bigger and made the takeoff a little bit steeper. So that's running, add a little bit of a berm bank thing. I was worried this wouldn't work during a test riding. It basically just gave you the indication and a little bit of support you needed. I also managed to pull out all of this wood. Basically the original builders had just propped it up between the trees and that stump. So when when I basically was doing the sides, that all came out. Okay, welcome to day 2 on this section of trail. So James isn't on board with our YouTube thing.
Don't like intros.
So we're working on the jump above the one that I worked on last week with my brother Micah. We're going to make the takeoff longer and a little bit taller, easier to clear, and you'll have more speed out of it. And then the next jump we're going to shave off, adding to a little bit to take off.
We want to add about 6 inches to take off, but the same radius, so it's easier to clear again.
Yes,
Because these two are quite hard to clear. So.
We're going to make some micro adjustments to that jump basically. So this one will be done in the morning, and then we'll be on to the section after the jump after it for the later part of the video. So enjoy. So basically, in other news, finished the takeoff. It's quite a bit bigger than we anticipated. Well, I think it's about what James wanted, but
It's what I imagined. I want it double the height. And
yeah, it's easily double the height it was last time. But yeah, anyway, that's it now. I'll be honest, it's absolutely massive. The gap is quite small.
But you've done it.
For the size of it. Me and James have both test rode it. James overcleared it a few times.
I pedalled my ass off and pulled up. So you don't need to do that. If you go clear the tabletop, you probably just roll then. Because it used to be a stretch because it was such a long and low. Now it's taller and I know what I mean.
So one of the issues we had is there's a little uphill section and like a tabletop, and after that there's not a lot of gradient to get you back to trail speed, right? So even just rolling in from there, from the table with no speed, a few pedals, you can clear this in a wet. So that's basically all we needed to know, is that, you know, like if it's running really fast, overshoots are expected, but like what can you do about that? You know.
But if you don't pedal, you won't overshoot.
Exactly, and the whole run out is downhill, so it's not like you're landing to flat or anything. So yeah, takeoff's now done.
If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours. If you want me, if you need me, I'm yours.
Okay, so a quick update. While the camera was on James and Micah at the start, I fixed up this landing. So basically what happened was that after, when we built it, it was all dry, and it didn't compact as much as we wanted it to, and then it rained a lot and a bunch of riders came down, so it rutted up a lot. So what I've done is I've added some fresh dirt on top, packed it in as hard as I can. It seems to have gone pretty good. Already some riders come down, hasn't rusted up too much. Okay, so this is the landing we've ended up with. Basically, it's a lot longer. Comes out past the tree almost, like stops at the tree almost, and then smoothed out the way out. Filled in the middle. Added this little like extra piece off to the side to make it, you know, a bit longer, because you're turning on the way in, so people often transfer this direction. So we've added that, but we couldn't dig it anymore because there's a big tree here, and we didn't want to go any closer to it. And yeah, we didn't reach any major routes there, any big stuff, so we just left it. Yeah, that's it. A couple of test rides, and now we're on to the next one, which is after this. Come up here, right along. This is kind of like setup zone. Come around the corner, big step down. So yes, that's what we're working on now. See you guys in a bit. Gonna do some time lapse now. Okay, so update again for day 3 on the build. Today we have been working on this. So as you can see, James is kind of where the landing is. Probably the bucket's kind of where the landing is, from here to there. From the side, it's one of the biggest jumps we've actually built, I think. Maybe drop wise it is.
That's a 5-foot drop.
Yeah, it's one of the, it's a cooler one. I'm glad we built this. It ends this flow jump track, so it's a cool one to finish on. We are building up the berm after it. So currently, this is the back, and then down to here, and yeah, we have this dust here to work with, and really? It just doesn't hold together at all.
Don't compact, does it?
No. So we've been doing trips down to the very bottom of the valley, and there's a stream there. Basically, been carrying this bucket of water all the way up, and then pouring it on this,
yes,
and
it's working. It
kind of. Oh. So this dirt here basically is like the top stuff is a little bit nicer.
Still need to move the whole berm that way.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of dirt here. Going to keep going. Basically, cut this all the way out to that tree there. So where this is, it's going to be in line there.
Oh,
and we're going to throw all the dirt.
We've got like a metre and a half there.
I know, but we can throw all the dirt to the right.
If you add another
yeah,
one,
for context, while everyone's talking. kind of, that's the top of the landing drop. Sorry, that's the top of the drop. Landing down here. So probably 6 foot, right? Once.
I reckon if you bunny hop and land deep, it's a 6 foot drop.
So yeah, we're gonna get on with this berm. This might be try and finish it today, but if not, it will be in the next
we've got about an hour.
day.
We've got an hour. And we've only got to clear a metre of mud.
Yeah.
And then build a berm, so we should be right.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Easy. Slow down, huck it. I mean, you kind of didn't turn enough.
Yeah, it's really quick.
Aim for the pile. Pile. Oh, that's alright.
Okay, so thank you for watching another one of our videos. To finish up basically on what we have done today, on the last day of the build, we have changed this berm around, pushed it a little bit lower, made it a little bit wider, and we have started work on the feature next. The original trail basically came in there where the wheelbarrow is. And now we are building a double hit. So ground level is there, takeoff is there, and we're landing right there. So if I stand on the landing, you can get the perspective of, I'm basically joining back onto this corner here, so the trail goes round, we're hitting the corner. So on the landing, it's off canter, but that just means easier for us to build it, because we only had to fill in one side. But yeah, from there, yeah. Thank you for watching again. Like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see longer videos again, drop us a comment, let us know. This has been about 4 weeks of building, so